social and
I didn't
emotional health is
discover my
something that
mental
you
health
pay a
problems
lot of
It
until I
just
started
attention
happens.
going
to
It's
to
a
as a
therapy.
chemical
mentor.
imbalance in our brain.
I've always had anxiety, like, ever since I was a little kid. I just didn't know what it was. And so as you grow older, you kind of see that the ways you move and how you handle situations can either contribute or be coping mechanisms for your anxiety. But I didn't discover my mental health problems until I started going to therapy when I was 17, because that was like the first mental breakdown I had and like knew I had, and uncovered a bunch of trauma I had within me that I didn't even realize. And it started to take a toll on me physically, to where I couldn't wake up to go to school. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to eat. Like, I just was in this really dark cloud, and I had no idea what it was until my parents decided, okay, like, you need to start going to therapy. I was able to recover from that phase, that time in my life. It took a lot of time, but I think what helped me most was doing my own thing and following my own truth, because at the end of the day, you're your own person. You know yourself better than anyone. And being aware of the things that make you anxious or depressed and what contributes to that is what will help you move on from that. It's just, you have to accept that it does take time.
Well, the mental illnesses that I've suffered or still going on with, probably depression and anxiety. I never really seek help professionally or through family. I just keep it to myself, but I'm learning and trying to talk to others more about it. It's really, really hard, but I say, even though I don't talk about it with others, I do kind of cope with it on my own. It's like listening to music or doing things that I like, or just getting out of the house. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Everybody's hurting in their own way, but they choose not to show it. Just because someone's not showing it, they're laughing, joking with you, doesn't mean that they're not hurting inside. And, if you do feel like something's up with that person, don't attack them, because it's not their fault. These mental illnesses, it just happens. It's a chemical imbalance in our brains. We can't help it. All we can do is find others to confide in and try to get better.
So to me, mental health champions are people that have shown resilience or developed resilience after certain challenges and obstacles in their life. So every day, young people are mental health champions because they get up in the morning, they do what they have to do, they go to school, despite however they may be feeling, social or academically, prepare themselves for the day's tasks. And that takes a lot of effort and a lot of work. So the way that teachers and administrators play an active role as mental health champions is by guiding and facilitating that growth mindset in the youth that they work with, either in many ways that aren't just academically, more than anything social and emotional. Health is one thing that you pay a lot of attention to as a mentor, asking how they're doing that day, or just being having an open door policy and hearing these students out whenever they're going through a hard time, or if you notice that something personal might be affecting them in the classroom or in the campus, be comfortable enough to address it to them and let them know that you're there to help them.